如果你是我的男朋友，叫你来跟我一起送外卖，你会觉得丢人吗？
If you were my boyfriend, would you feel embarrassed if I asked you to deliver food with me? Today, someone actually told me that girls who deliver food can't find boyfriends, and he said that men would always look down on them. Is it really true that girls who deliver food are not liked by men? Look at me, I deliver food every day, and now my gloves are torn. As a single woman, I really hope to find a boyfriend.
我叫包恩丽，然后我今年28岁了。
My name is Bao Lily, and I am 28 years old this year. I originally planned to get married at 28, but now I have changed my mind. Now, I value my independence more and feel that marriage is not a must. I can take care of myself completely. I set a goal for myself every day to deliver at least 40 orders. If I don't complete this, I won't finish work. I earn about 5,000 yuan per month, of which I save 4,000 yuan, and the remaining 1,000 yuan is mainly used for gas and living expenses. Before I started working as a delivery rider, I didn't really know which restaurants had good food or which milk tea was the best. Now that I'm working as a delivery rider, I've come to learn about many different restaurants' cuisines, the flavors of milk tea, and which soup suits my taste. Previously, I planned to get married at 28, but now that I am already 28, one of the main reasons is that it is hard for delivery girls to find a boyfriend. Some guys care about my job, and besides, I don't have time. Right now, I don't want to get married at all. I can change the light bulbs at home, cook, and do laundry by myself. So why should I go through the trouble of finding a boyfriend?
最近快要过年了，很多人都差不多要回家了。
The new year is approaching, and everyone is getting ready to return home to reunite with their families. I actually want to go home too, but every time I do, I'm left alone facing my grandparents and the photo of my father. It makes me feel quite complex. Although returning home for the new year is a significant event, I'm still alone, with no one to share my thoughts with, no one to chat with, and no warmth from family. Whether I am at home or outside during the new year, I'm still alone, and the sense of loneliness doesn't change at all. So when people ask me if I'm going home for the new year, it doesn't make much difference to me. No matter where I am, the feeling is the same. Many friends ask me why I don't find a boyfriend. It's not that I don't want to. It's just that with my current situation, I don't think I can attract a suitable guy. My job is just delivering food, and although I work hard, all I know how to do is deliver food. I don't have any higher skills or career advantages. Even when I go on blind dates, just thinking about my family background and my current job makes me feel like I'm not good enough for the other person. I really don't have the courage to face this situation. Please understand, it's not that I don't want to find someone, but I feel that my current state is really not suitable for a relationship. Perhaps I'm not good enough yet, and maybe in some aspects, I'm not excellent enough for others. I just hope to first focus on improving myself, and maybe in the future, better opportunities will come.
一个送外卖的小姑娘向家人
A delivery girl wants to get married. Today, a delivery girl born in 1997 from Xi'an found me. She hopes that I can help her find a suitable partner. When she entered the room, she wore light makeup. Although her makeup was subtle, it was clear that she still had some charm. She shared her story with me, saying that the reason she has been working as a delivery girl is mainly because her parents had a bad relationship when she was young, and they often argued. This made her particularly rebellious as a child. Because there was no one to supervise her at home, she didn't attend school properly, and wasted the time she could have spent studying by doing unnecessary things. Later, when she entered society, she gradually realized the importance of education. She tried to find a slightly better job, but due to her lack of education, even when doing manual labor, she couldn't see a future. So, she decided to take an adult education course to improve her qualifications. However, things didn't go as smoothly as she had hoped. After she had saved up some money and worked up the courage to prepare for the exams, she was discouraged by her boyfriend at the time. He constantly belittled her and tried to stop her from pursuing a better future. At that time, she was full of passion to change her life, but her boyfriend's constant negativity made her feel very frustrated. Eventually, she got angry and broke up with him. Although looking back, she realizes that what he said wasn't entirely wrong, because they were both very busy delivering food every day, and the exams would take up work time. But now, She also realizes that these years of experience have made her extremely insecure. Now she is still delivering food, but she is not satisfied with the status quo. She hopes to find a positive-minded man, even if he currently has nothing, as long as he has a vision and a plan. She is willing to work hard with him and create a better future together. She hopes to find a partner who can support her and walk alongside her. If you think this girl is suitable or are interested in her, please contact me as soon as possible.
我是一个送外卖的，我怎么啦？
I am just a delivery girl. Is there something wrong with that? Every day, I rely on my own hands, working hard to complete each delivery and get it to the customer. Why should people think that's not enough? Many people say that with my fair skin, I don't look like a delivery girl. But have you ever seen how I carefully dress up and wear light makeup every day? Can you not see my hands, darkened and weathered by the wind and sun? Those marks of hard work, can't you see them? And besides, who doesn't want to look pretty? Everyone hopes they can look better, dress up a bit, and feel more confident. Is there anything wrong with that? What really makes me laugh is that a few days ago, I was talking about relationships with some of the boys at our delivery station. I told them that recently, I have a crush on a guy and want to find a suitable partner. They were all shocked and said, "Oh my God, you can actually find a boyfriend?" I was a little stunned when I heard that. I thought to myself, who says delivery girls can't have relationships or find partners? We all want our own happiness. Is it because I'm a delivery girl that I don't deserve to have a romantic life?
今天有个男孩子追我，被我拒绝了。
Today, a young man pursued me. Although he seemed quite sincere, I still turned him down. I know it might be because I feel like I don't deserve someone like him. My family's situation has never been great, and I'm not an outstanding girl either. I'm not good-looking, so how could I possibly hold someone back? In this city, where the cost of living is high and the pressure is immense, I'm so busy every day just trying to earn enough money to pay for food that I don't have time to think about relationships. To be honest, who would truly be interested in a delivery girl like me? Moreover, my family's circumstances are far from ideal. Perhaps in others' eyes, a person like me is nothing special, so I'd rather bear all the pressure myself than let others worry about me or feel that I'm not worth it. Sometimes I do wonder if I had a better family background or more outstanding looks, maybe more people would be willing to approach me, willing to get to know me. But reality is like this, people's perceptions of delivery girls often affect my self-esteem. I also hope that I can work harder to change my situation.
我给大家说个跑外卖比较现实的一个问题啊。
I want to share with you some of the realistic issues of being a delivery rider, especially for those who are still single or haven't gotten married. If you don't have a partner right now, or if you have a partner but are not married yet, I would advise you not to take up the job of a delivery rider. It's really hard to find a partner while doing delivery work, especially for those of us who work full-time as delivery riders. Balancing work and personal life is very difficult. I remember a teammate from last year who chose to give up delivery work because of this issue, and ended up opening a barbershop at home. He said that no matter how much money he made, he would never do delivery again, because it was just too hard to find a partner. As full-time delivery riders, we typically work 7 days a week with just 1 day off. Besides delivering orders, we basically spend all our time resting or sleeping. In order to make money, we don't have time for anything else. Most of the time, meals are rushed, and once we finish eating, we go back to sleep, leaving no time to manage our personal lives. Moreover, the majority of delivery riders are men, with very few female riders. Since most of us don't know each other, it's even harder to meet women. Even if you do find a partner, it's hard to coordinate work schedules. This is because the peak delivery hours are during lunch and dinner, which are exactly the times when we're busiest. If you want to have a meal or go shopping with your partner, it's almost impossible. Some riders who already have partners have broken up for this very reason. Working in the delivery industry makes it really hard to balance your emotional life. Now, if you're married with kids and don't have a high level of education or technical skills, working as a delivery rider may be enough to support your family. But if you're not married, don't have kids, and are young, I personally recommend that you not take up delivery work. It's not that I look down on the delivery industry, But the reality of this job is just like this. First of all, there are no fixed working hours, and you often have to sacrifice your personal time. Secondly, as a delivery rider, you almost never get the chance to work with female colleagues. The chance of meeting a suitable female rider colleague is as rare as a needle in a haystack. Even if there are female riders, most of them are either already married with children or are working part-time. They usually have more flexible schedules, and delivering food is just a side job for them to supplement their family income or do some light work. There are also some unmarried female riders who don't want to find a boyfriend who is also a delivery rider. So for us, it's really difficult to find a partner. Overall, if you are considering becoming a delivery rider, you must think carefully about the impact this job will have. Especially if you don't have a fixed family or partner, working in delivery may cause you to lose many opportunities to spend time with your partner. It's really hard to balance your emotional life, and this is a very realistic problem.
Hello everyone, I am Su Bai from Xinjiang. Now I am living in Hunan. When I first came here, I couldn't find a suitable job, so I decided to try working as a food delivery rider. I've been doing this job for about 15 days now. First, I thought I could stick with it, but after 15 days, I really feel like I can't take it anymore. The work is too tiring, so later I decided not to continue with food delivery. Food delivery work is really not suitable for girls. Although I have seen some older female riders, most of them are around 30 years old, but I'm only 20 and I feel like I might not be able to handle this job, so I'm thinking of quitting. Every day I ride my electric bike around, and when delivering food, I'm always in a high-intensity state. When I get home, I have no energy left. I'm completely exhausted, especially in this hot weather, which makes it even harder. I'm always tired every day, and I feel like my body can't bear it anymore. Sometimes, when I just get home and lie in bed, I feel dizzy and weak, like I'm completely drained. This physical exhaustion makes me realize that this job is really not suitable for me, especially since I am a young girl and might not be able to handle such a heavy physical load. Even though I've tried hard, I feel that I'm just not suited for this job. Now I'm considering quitting this job because it's just too tough. Although I haven't figured out what I want to do next, I hope to find a job that suits me better. If any of you have recommendations for lighter work, I would be very grateful. Bye.
I've been delivering food for more than 5 months now, but I still can't figure out directions and often get lost. For example, just today, the address mentioned by a customer was West Gate of the warehouse, but I couldn't find it. The customer called me several times to guide me, but I still couldn't get the direction right. Eventually, I had no choice but to ask a fellow delivery person who was passing by, and after he gave me the directions, I finally found the destination. When I arrived, the customer, looking impatient, said, "Is this all you can do? It took you so long to find it." Back home, I used to feel like I could do anything. Whether it was cooking or doing housework, I felt I was capable and no one could criticize me. But since I started doing deliveries, my confidence has taken a huge hit. Every time I go out to work, I make all sorts of mistakes, wrong deliveries, going to the wrong places, and sometimes even getting directions completely wrong. For example, yesterday, I made 3 deliveries, 2 of which went to the wrong locations, and the other one I only managed to find with the customer's help. One of the orders was like this: I clearly saw building 5, 24th floor, but when I got there and called the customer, I said I couldn't find the door number. He said he had opened the door, but neither of us could find each other. I stubbornly thought I hadn't made a mistake, until he told me, "Did you go to the wrong floor?" At that time, I didn't believe him and insisted I was right. But later, I realized he was correct, and I even ran downstairs to confirm it. In the end, the customer told me, "I think you've come to the wrong community." I felt really embarrassed because I had gotten lost again, but he was really nice and gently explained the right way to go. Finally, I delivered the meal to his home. He even thanked me. Actually, this kind of situation happens often. After months of doing deliveries, I still frequently get lost, go to the wrong places, or make silly mistakes. Sometimes, even when I go out to buy breakfast, small problems arise. This morning, I went to buy buns. It was supposed to be 6 yuan for 6 buns, but when I came back, I found there were only 4. I probably took 2 fewer buns by mistake, but I didn't feel like going back to the store to ask for the missing ones. I sometimes feel really weak, and I always seem helpless in the face of various challenges in life. Even though I often joke around and make light of things, deep down, there are many things I just can't face easily.
In the current dating market, one of the professions that matchmaking agencies fear hearing most from men is delivery rider. This is not to say that being a delivery rider is a bad profession, nor is it about discriminating against this industry. After all, every trade has its masters, and every profession has its value and dignity. However, the reality is that in the dating environment, if a man states that delivery riding is his primary job, many women will immediately decline, often not even giving him a chance to meet. This reaction is not uncommon in the dating market. If delivery riding is only a side job, it might make people think of the man as diligent and motivated. However, if it is his main job, women may feel that his life lacks sufficient security or that he is not reliable enough. Therefore, I sincerely hope that some men can take this advice and try to adjust their career plans. For instance, consider choosing a job with more fixed hours and clearer career progression as the primary occupation, while keeping delivery riding as a side job. This not only increases income, but also leaves a positive impression of being proactive, hardworking, and well-planned, which can provide more opportunities to connect with women and enhance competitiveness in the dating market. Additionally, when it comes to female delivery riders finding a partner, they face similar challenges. In our society, although more people are beginning to accept and respect the delivery industry, profession still remains a widely considered factor in choosing a spouse. Many men, upon hearing that a woman is a delivery rider, might also have certain concerns, especially those who place higher requirements on profession and income. I believe that female delivery riders can overcome these biases by demonstrating their independence and hardworking spirit. For example, they could showcase their future life plans and their understanding of and commitment to family responsibilities. They can also expand their options by networking within their field, getting introductions through friends, or using other social methods. Lastly, I hope every delivery rider can find the most suitable partner on their journey to happiness. Would you consider dating a female delivery rider? Feel free to share your thoughts in the comments section. I'd love to hear from you. If you enjoyed this video, please like and subscribe to our channel. Your support means a lot to us, and we will continue to bring you better content. Thank you again for watching, and see you next time.